51 acres, 2 houses, Middle Tennessee, under $300,000. That is the last property on this list. I am telling you now so you understand what you are watching. This video covers 14 properties across Tennessee. Some of them are under $100,000. Some are pushing $300,000. All of them have land, and every single one of them raises the same question. Why is this still available? Now, we know this is not our typical price range, and I want to address that up front. But think about what $300,000 means in 2026. A fully loaded new pickup truck just crossed $100,000. Let that sink in. You could buy 3 of those trucks and drive them into a ditch. Or you could buy 51 acres in Middle Tennessee with 2 houses on it. The choice seems obvious when you say it out loud. Tennessee has no state income tax on wages. Property taxes in most of these counties are some of the lowest in the country, and the acreage is still here. Real land. Land you can use, hold, build on, or just own, at prices that have no business existing in 2026. Before we get into it, standard caveat. Every property on this list was active at the time this video was made. Real estate moves. Some may already be gone. What matters is the framework. We are counting down from 14 to 1. The last property is the reason I made this video. Do not leave before you see it. House 14, Greenfield, Tennessee. $79,000, 4 acres. That is the opening number on this list, and it is not an accident, because before we talk about anything else on here, you need to understand what 4 acres in Northwest Tennessee actually costs right now, and this is it. Greenfield, Weakley County, small town, real county. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, just over 1,000 square feet, built in 1944, attached garage. The house needs work. A 1944 build at this price is not a cosmetic project. You are walking in expecting to look at the roof, the electrical panel, the plumbing, and the foundation before anything else. Budget $15,000 to $25,000 for an honest rehab, more if the inspection surprises you. But here's the real math. Weakley County property taxes are low. Carry cost while you work on this is minimal, and 4 acres at $79,000 is not a house price. It's a land price with a house attached. That framing changes everything about how you evaluate it. Inspection first, budget second, in that order. The floor of this list, $79,000, 4 acres, and a house with bones. Now let's see what $100,000 gets you in a county with a real employment base. House 13, Dyersburg. Under $100,000. 3 bedrooms, nearly 3 acres. And the Zestimate on this one came in above asking at $117,000, which means Zillow's own algorithm thinks the market is underpricing it. Dyersburg is a real small city economy. Dyer County draws workers from 9 neighboring counties. There's a community college there, a workforce training campus. The median household income sits just above $52,000. That's not wealthy, but it is stable. And stable means a real rental market with a real tenant base. The house is 1978 construction. 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1,175 square feet. Typical mid-century checklist. Roof, HVAC, electrical, and plumbing. Get those 4 answers and you know your number. If the rehab lands under $25,000, you are all in under $125,000 on 3 bedrooms and nearly 3 acres in a county with genuine economic activity. One honest flag. Dyersburg's citywide crime data warrants block-level research. Drive the specific street. Do not underwrite this one from a laptop. Real acreage, real employment. Under $100,000. Now, let's talk about what creek frontage looks like at $119,000. House 12, Adamsville, Tennessee, $119,000. Forget the square footage for a second. That's not what you're buying here. This is a cabin on Beeson Creek in Adamsville, built in 2000. 1.42 acres across 3 separate lots, ample creek frontage, and 2 additional RV hookups already wired and ready on the property for $119,000. The play here is not traditional buy and hold. It's a creek-front compound concept. The cabin is the anchor, the creek is the feature, and the RV hookups are the income angle, because short-term rental demand for water-adjacent cabins in recreational Tennessee counties has been real and consistent. This is a niche property for a specific buyer, and for that buyer, it may be one of the better-priced entries on this entire list. The due diligence word here is flood. Creek frontage photographs beautifully and insures expensively. Pull the FEMA maps before anything else. Verify RV hookup capacity and legality. Check road access in all seasons. If those boxes clear, you're looking at something genuinely unusual at this price. A creek-front compound for under $120,000. Now let's step up in size and look at what the most square footage per dollar on this list actually looks like. House 11, Union City, Tennessee, $120,000. 3 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, 1,930 square feet, a 2-car garage, 1.44 acres, $120,000. That is $62 per square foot on a house with 3 baths. That number is hard to find anywhere in this country right now. Union City is in Obion County, right at the Kentucky-Tennessee line, stable, small-town market, county median income just above $54,000, poverty under 16%. The Ken 10 highway address tells you exactly where you are, right on the state border where northwest Tennessee meets southwest Kentucky. The honest question at $62 per square foot is always, why? The listing says it needs work and has potential. That language means assume the systems are tired. Roof, HVAC, plumbing, electrical. Get those 4 inspection answers and you know whether your all-in number lands under $150,000 on nearly 2,000 square feet with 3 baths. If it does, that is a deal that makes real sense. The most square footage per dollar on this list. Now we move to the Cumberland Plateau, where property taxes are almost nothing and almost 4 acres costs under $125,000. House 10, Spencer, Tennessee, $124,500. Van Buren County sits on the Cumberland Plateau. Fall Creek Falls, the biggest state park in Tennessee, is right here. Kiplinger has cited this county as one of the most affordable places to live in the state, with a median annual property tax bill under $600. That is $50 a month to own land in a scenic plateau county. The house is a 1948 bungalow on 3.82 acres, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1,431 square feet. The listing description mentions scenic views in a big lot, which in Van Buren County means you are likely looking at open land with actual visibility, not just wooded slope. This one plays 2 ways: owner-occupant who wants low taxes, outdoor access, and a quiet rural life, or a short-term rental concept anchored by Fall Creek Falls, tourism, which draws visitors consistently. The rental market for pure long-term residential is thin in a county this small. Know your exit before you buy, and get the full inspection on anything built in 1948. Almost 4 acres on the plateau for under $125,000. Now the most practical property on this entire list, and it has something the others do not. House 9, Adamsville, Tennessee, $199,900. The shop is what makes this one. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,462 square feet on 1.55 acres, circle drive, double garage, LVP floors, butcher block countertops, primary suite with separate tub and shower, and out back a 21 by 31 shop with a lean-to and a shed for under $200,000. A 21 by 31 shop is not decorative. That is functional covered workspace for a tradesperson, a contractor, a hobby mechanic, a small business owner, or anyone running equipment that needs to be out of the weather. The 1991 build means you are not inheriting a complete renovation project. The systems are in a different conversation than anything from the 40s or 50s. This is the most turnkey entry on the affordable half of this list. If your use case fits it, the price is hard to argue with. The most practical rural property on this list. Now we are moving to Memphis, and this next one is where the video gets genuinely strange. 3,055 square feet,
1.7 acres, inside Memphis, $250,000. And the listing shows 0 bathrooms. That 0 is not a typo, it's a flag. Something about this structure does not fit a standard residential entry, which means before you look at anything else, you're pulling the certificate of occupancy, the zoning classification, and the full tax record. This may be a converted space, it may be a live-work property, it may be a data entry issue. You don't know until you dig, and you have to dig before you make any move on it. The listing has been sitting for over 200 days. Open beams, large windows, modern finishes, scenic view. Realtor.com describes it with language that sounds more like a studio or loft concept than a traditional house. Whatever it is, $82 per square foot on 1.7 acres inside a major Tennessee city is a number that demands investigation. Memphis context. FedEx employs around 30,000 people locally. Major healthcare systems, AutoZone, logistics, and distribution all anchor this market. The city reported overall crime down over 40% through early 2026 compared to 2023. Real improvement, but in Memphis, the specific block still matters more than the citywide headline. The 38127 zip code needs block-level research, street view, recent comps, vacancy patterns, insurance quotes, and a physical drive before anything else. The upside here is real if the structure and neighborhood both check out, but this one requires more homework than anything else on this list.
We are halfway through, and I told you at the top what was coming at the end. 51 acres, 2 houses, Middle Tennessee, under $300,000. Everything between here and there is worth your time. Keep watching. House 7, Newport, Tennessee, $269,900. Newport is in East Tennessee between Knoxville and the Smokies. Built in 2023, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 800 square feet on just over an acre, $269,900. The price per square foot is the highest on this list, $337, and that number exists entirely because of geography. East Tennessee commands a lifestyle premium that has nothing to do with square footage. The Smokies tourism corridor, Knoxville proximity, mountain access, outdoor recreation. New construction in this market at this price is not unusual. What makes it worth discussing is the 1-acre lot and the 2023 build quality. No deferred maintenance, no inherited rehab. As a short-term rental, this may pencil if Cocke County allows it. As a primary residence for someone who wants new construction in East Tennessee mountain access, it works. As a traditional cash flow rental play, the numbers are tight. One practical note, this sits on Highway 25 East. Drive it at different times before you commit. Highway access is convenient until traffic noise becomes part of your daily life. East Tennessee new construction on an acre. Now back to Hardin County, and this one comes with nearly 7 acres and a pool. House 6, Savannah, Tennessee, $299,900. 6.8 acres, a pool, 2,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths on the Tennessee riverside of Hardin County, $299,900. Savannah sits near the Tennessee River and the Pickwick Lake Recreation Market. This area draws buyers from well outside Hardin County's income base because of the outdoor lifestyle pull. A pool in a recreation-adjacent market is not a maintenance burden, it's a rental feature and a resale differentiator. Buyers in this market notice it. The house is a 1977 ranch. Standard inspection checklist applies. Add pool condition and deck condition to that list. 6.8 acres warrants a walkthrough to understand how much of it is usable versus slope or timber. If the land is workable and the pool is functional, this is one of the stronger lifestyle value plays on this list at the price. Nearly 7 acres, a pool, and a recreation market location for under $300,000. Now we talk about what new construction privacy looks like near one of the strongest economies on this entire list. House 5, Palmyra, Tennessee, $299,500. Montgomery County, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, by far the strongest economic anchor on this entire list, with a county median household income of $75,600. That number is driven by a military employment base and a growing civilian economy that has been pulling remote workers and young families for years. The property is a 2023 cabin on 3 wooded acres in Palmyra, southwest of Clarksville. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 750 square feet, Private setting, mature trees, new construction. The price per square foot is high. What you are paying for is not the square footage. It is new construction, privacy, acreage, and access to one of the fastest growing regional economies in Tennessee. This is not a cash flow rental. It is either an owner-occupant retreat for someone anchored to the Clarksville or Fort Campbell market, or a short-term rental concept if the county allows it. Verify manufactured home financing requirements before you move on this. Lenders treat those differently than stick-built, and that affects your options. Montgomery County proximity with wooded new construction on 3 acres. Now back to Memphis for the largest footprint on this list and the one that raises the most questions. House 4, Memphis, Tennessee, $300,000. 4.48 acres inside the city limits of Memphis, 3,478 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, $300,000. $86 per square foot inside a major metro with a 30,000 employee FedEx presence and one of the stronger logistics job markets in the country. That number should not exist, which means the neighborhood context is doing a lot of work here. Fraser is North Memphis, same block-level due diligence conversation we had with Thomas Street. Drive it, multiple directions, multiple times of day. Check vacancy patterns in the immediate blocks. Get insurance quotes before you get attached to the price. Financing at this price in this condition is a rehab loan or a cash buy, not a conventional story. The acreage question worth exploring, 4.48 acres in a major city. Can any of it be divided or put to separate use? That answer, if it is yes, changes the math considerably. But that answer requires a survey, a zoning check, and a conversation with a local attorney before you spend anything. Memphis gives you the numbers that make no sense until you understand the neighborhood. 2 more properties before the one I have been building toward since the first sentence of this video. House 3, Dyersburg, Tennessee, $300,000. This is the most conventional property on the list. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,274 square feet, 1.5 acres, 1979 construction. Dyersburg, Dyer County, $300,000. $132 per square foot in a county with a real employment draw, a $52,000 median income, and a 16-minute average commute. For a buyer who needs a 4-bedroom house, wants land, and does not want a major project, this is the most move-in-oriented entry on the upper half of this list. Same Dyersburg due diligence applies. Block-level research matters. Septic versus sewer, well versus county water, roof age, HVAC condition. Answer those questions, and you know whether $300,000 is the right number here or whether there is room to negotiate. The Zestimate alone will not tell you that. The most conventional entry near the top of this list. 1 more before the closer. House 2, Kenton, Tennessee, $99,000. Here is another sub-$100,000 property, and this one has a detail that stops you cold. 1,812 square feet. Built in 1900, that is not a typo. This house has been standing for over 120 years, and it is asking $99,000. Kenton is in Obion County, northwest Tennessee. Small town, quiet market. The county median income is just over $54,000, which is solid for this part of the state. 1 acre, detached garage, and more square footage than most new construction starter homes at a fraction of the price. Now, a circa 1900 house at this price demands one thing before anything else: a serious inspection by someone who knows old construction, not a quick walkthrough. A full evaluation of the foundation, the framing, the electrical, the plumbing, and the roof. A house this age that has been maintained well can be genuinely solid. Heart pine framing, thick walls, good bones. A house this age that has been neglected is a different conversation entirely. Budget $20,000 to $30,000 for a thorough rehab and let the inspection tell you whether that number holds or grows. At $99,000 with a detached garage and nearly 1,900 square feet, the price per square foot is almost nothing. The age is the variable. Get the inspection right and you will know exactly what you are buying. 51 acres, 2 houses, Middle Tennessee. This is the one. House 1, Elmwood, Tennessee. $289,900. 51 acres, 2 houses. Let that sink in. Smith County, Middle Tennessee.
$289,900. Smith County sits in the Nashville orbit. Carthage is the county seat. Lebanon, Cookeville, and Nashville are all in the regional picture. This is not deep West Tennessee, where cheap land reflects a limited economy. This is Middle Tennessee, where Nashville's growth has been pushing land values in surrounding counties for years. The spillover is real, and it is not done moving. 51.1 acres in this market for under $300,000 is not a product of a weak market, it's a window. And windows in land markets close. The two-house detail is what makes this concept a monster. Before you write a single number on a purchase offer, you verify both structures directly. Full listing, agent remarks, tax records, site visit. If both are confirmed livable, the possibilities are significant. Family compound, multi-household use, live in one and rent the other. Land bank while the Nashville spillover continues pushing values north. Hunting, recreation, timber, pasture, subdivision feasibility. This property invites a different kind of analysis than anything else on this list. Even with one confirmed structure, 51 acres in Smith County for $289,900 is the kind of land buy that investors recall years later as the one that was still there when it should not have been. Pull a full survey, check every easement, confirm road frontage and access, verify septic and well for each structure, check flood maps on any low-lying sections. That checklist is long. Do it anyway, because what's on the other side of it, if everything clears, is 51 acres in a county that Nashville is slowly reaching towards. The buyer who gets this one is not lucky, they were prepared. 14 properties, all of them in Tennessee, all of them with land, all of them be under $300,000. Tennessee has no state income tax on wages. Property taxes in most of these counties are among the lowest in the country, and the land is still available. Real acreage at real prices in a state with genuine economic anchors from Memphis to Nashville to the Smokies. That combination does not last forever. The framework is the same on every single one of them. Inspection before offer, rehab budget before commitment, block-level research in any urban market, verified utilities on anything rural, clear exit strategy before you spend a dollar. Drop a comment below. Tell me which property on this list you would go after first with $50,000 to work with. Pick a number 1 through 14 and tell me why. I read every one. And tell me where we go next. The library is growing. Drop the state in the comments and I'll build the next one around what you want to see. Subscribe if you're not already. There's more coming.